Hello, Girl Scout cadets. My name is Miranda Reed, and I work for the Girl Scout Council of Eastern Washington and Northern Idaho. Today, we'll be earning the Eating for You badge. In this badge, we're going to focus on eating foods that will positively affect your mood, health, well-being, and overall happiness. So let's start on to our presentation here. So here's the Eating for You badge. We're going to learn how to feel good in our everyday life and with the food that we eat. So first, make sure that you go through this slideshow and click on links and do everything that's on the slides. You're mostly going to just need a journal and some foods in your kitchen and some art supplies. You're not going to need very much other materials, and you're not going to need to interact with the slides other than clicking on links. Our first 5 steps are to know good nutrition habits, learn how food affects your skin, learn how diet affects stress levels, see how food affects your sleep, and finally, how the diet affects your energy levels. Our first step is to learn good nutrition habits. In this step, we'll be learning about what foods will give your body the nutrients it needs to grow. There's a lot of different foods that go into your body every day. Have you ever thought about which of those foods are actually good for you and which ones might not be helping you much? We're going to start by creating your own MyPlate, and then we're going to practice eating meals from your plate. Let's start with your MyPlate. This is what the FDA suggests you eat. This used to be the food pyramid, but they transitioned into the MyPlate. So you're going to want to have half of your plate will be fruits and vegetables. Then you're going to want to have a dairy option. A good portion of your plate should be grains, and then finally, a small amount of protein. So if we look over here, we can see that you want to stay away from full-fat dairy products. So dairy products can be anything such as milk and cheese, yogurt, anything similar to that. And then grains are the largest portion of the MyPlate. At least half of those should be whole grains. So when you're looking for food, you need to have grains that will give you more benefits than not. And then brown rice and whole wheat pasta also works for your whole grain. You want to stay away from grain-based desserts and snacks, such as baked goods, goldfish, crackers, different things like this usually are not the kinds of foods that you want on your MyPlate. And then protein, you're going to want to pick a seafood or eggs, beans, nuts, meat, and poultry. All of those count onto your MyPlate. So this is kind of showing you about how much of a serving you're going to need. So on a normal size plate, how much of your plate should be taken up by these foods. So then we're going to create your own MyPlate. So what you want to do is you want to go around your kitchen and look for different foods that you have. I did that in my own kitchen. So I'll go ahead and share this. So I found some different vegetables, carrots, mushrooms, onions. So those can go on part of my MyPlate. And then I have fruits. So I have banana. This can be part of my MyPlate, a banana. And then you want to have protein. So I have boiled eggs that I can use for my protein, some pistachios for nuts, some bacon, and one of my favorite proteins is peanut butter. It's super simple. Getting peanut butter that is more natural and healthier definitely can do wonders. And then dairy, you have your cheese or milk substitutes. So a lot of people have different allergies. I can't eat gluten, so a lot of my grains will look differently, and my milk, our family drinks oat milk, so that's also a little bit different than normal milk. Also has the same effect though, so if you have different allergies, there's different substitutes that you can still get your food groups. And then finally, grains. Quinoa is a really great grain. This one happens to be from Trader Joe's, and then some spaghetti. So just different grains are also options for you. So those are some things that I found in my kitchen. And after you look at some different foods that you have in your kitchen, you're going to want to then go to this link and find meals that you can make with foods that you have in your kitchen right now. So let's go here. If you click on that link, it will take you to this website. And I've already clicked on all the foods that I have in my kitchen, which we happen to have a lot, but you can click any amount of food. And then you go over here and you click Find Recipes. And then it will pop up with a bunch of different ideas for recipes that you can have. So fried bacon hash browns, crock-pot stuffed peppers, scrambled egg cups, bunch of different, and then if you come over here, you can pick different categories for what foods there are. There's breakfast foods, dinners, and there's a lot of different options for you that you can choose from. So this is a really great site, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use your ingredients that you have in your kitchen to make a meal from this website for a few weeks. Okay. So then you're going to find meals and you're going to make those meals. Then step 2, how food affects your skin. So having good nutrition is the first step to having energy, glowing skin, and more. We're going to focus on this step in a few things that will make your skin look more glowing and healthier. What you're going to want to do is practice getting enough water, and then for extra fun, you can research foods with antioxidants in them. Antioxidants are very beneficial for your skin and for your overall health. So if you want to look up some foods with antioxidants, I highly suggest that. My favorite food with antioxidants is dark chocolate. So let's go on to how much water do you need? Water is probably one of the most important things that you can be putting into your body. If you don't get enough water, it causes you to be dehydrated, and dehydration causes a lot of symptoms that you do not want. It causes weak nails and weak skin, more prone to acne, you get more wrinkles, you get dry eyes, and you're just overall not as healthy or as happy as you could be. So a well-hydrated body has healthy looking skin and keeps you more active and feeling well. So what we're going to do in this step is we're going to look at how much water you need, and then we're going to see how you can get that water. You're going to want to click on this link down at the bottom left to put in your age and your height and your weight and how active you are to see how much water you need to drink in a day. I personally need to drink around 6 to 7 glasses a day to keep me healthy. Now, if I was exercising more, then I would probably need to drink 2 or 3 more glasses than that. Our challenge for the day is to get enough water. You're going to try for at least 2 weeks, but I suggest more, to find creative ways to remind yourself to drink water. I will go ahead and show you a few apps that I found that I like. This one is called Aloe Bud. This one is more of a general self-care, overall health app. It will help you with sleep schedules and exercise and stress levels. You get to put in all of your different moods that you're feeling. You get to schedule different activities, and then it also gives you notifications that you need to drink more water. Now, if you're only looking for water, then this one is a great app that's very simple, and it just shows you the stats and gives you notifications to drink water. Very just simple to drink water. This app is one of the most popular apps for drinking water, called Plant Nanny. This one's really exciting because you get to feed your plants and help them grow with the amount of water you drink. So if you're having struggles kind of keeping yourself motivated to drink water, This one would be perfect because it gives you something to actually go for and shows you real progress by helping these cute little plants. So either any of these apps are some great opportunities and examples for how you can drink more water. And then once you find a way to drink water and to challenge yourself, you can also get your family and friends involved. You can have a fun little competition to see who can drink their goal each day. So once you have had water, we're going to go on to step 3, how your diet affects stress and how sugar affects the brain. Caffeine and sugar affect mood swings, fatigue, and your ability to concentrate. The more you stress, the more you crave fat, sugar, and salt. So you stress more when you have sugar in your system, but then when you stress more, you crave sugar more. So it's kind of a loop of how sugar really affects your body. So seeing how you can cut down a little bit on sugar will help you with a lot of different aspects of your life. So what you're going to do in this step is you're going to click on this blue link here for a video about how sugar reacts in our brain and affects it. And then you're going to think of foods that you eat that are high in sugar, and you're going to make a healthier choice. So we're going to do one of two things. Either you're going to find a different food. So what I like to do a lot is when I'm craving ice cream or cookies or sugar, I eat fruit. Fruit has natural sugar in it. A lot of strawberries, different fruits have natural sugar that will help curb the cravings when it relates to normal granulated sugar. So finding a different food is a really great option that you can use. One of my favorites, fruit, but you can use any other examples. And then step 2 is a lot of fun. It's creating a healthier version of some of your favorite foods. So I happen to really enjoy brownies, but brownies have a lot of sugar and a lot of bad ingredients in them. So I found these flourless keto vegan brownies. They look pretty good, and a lot of times you find recipes that might not taste as good as your normal ones, but they can get pretty close. So here's a brownie recipe that I enjoy, and then some of the ingredients that they have in them. While that's loading, just remember that you're never going to be able to cut all sugars completely out of your diet, but to cut back on some sugars will help you a lot with your mood and how you're feeling. So these brownies have pumpkin puree, banana or sweet potato, whichever one you prefer, almond butter, cocoa powder, and then some granulated sweetener. That is a very small amount. A fourth a cup is a very small amount compared to a lot of other recipes. And this also calls for different sweeteners and different things that might not just be our plain sugar. And then you don't need to make a frosting, but you can. And those come with different ideas. If you want protein, then that's high in protein and very good for you. Cream cheese, coconut chocolate. There's a lot of different options out there for healthier food options. So make sure to really do some research. If you like ice cream, there's healthier ice cream options out there. Cake, really anything you can think of, there's going to be a healthier option. So make sure to explore that. Now, our fourth step, learn how food affects your sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things that you can do for your body aside from drinking water. Your body needs to replenish itself. It needs to rest. And if you don't get enough sleep, you're not able to focus. You get more stress and a lot of other negative effects. I'm sure that all of us have gone a night without a lot of sleep. When you go to school the next day, how do you feel? Do you feel bogged down and tired? I know that happens to me all the time when I stay up too late. I don't get enough sleep. So in this step, we're going to do 3 things. We're going to know how much sleep you need. We're going to figure out what foods make you sleepy. And finally, we're going to track which foods make you sleepy or awake. So here's everything that you're going to need to do. Here's a chart of how much sleep you should be getting. So I should be getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Most of you will be getting 8.5 to 9.25 hours per night is how much sleep that you should really be getting. And during this time, it's a perfect time to help replenish your body and get enough sleep and eat all the foods that you should be eating to really keep your mindset happy. And I know that we did another badge on happiness. This badge goes right along with it and will help you feel a lot better. So I really suggest digging into a lot of these steps so that you can start to feel better and really change your life for the better. Now, here are some foods. These pictures are some foods that make you sleepy at night, generally speaking. Some may or may not work for you, but here are a few that you can try. All of these you should eat in small portions, especially chocolate and honey. Feel free to look up some more specifics on when you should be eating them and exactly what they will do. And then finally, track your food. So like I said, all of these foods react different in different people's bodies, so you need to see what works best for you. Keep a journal near your bed of what time you eat and when you eat it, when you go to sleep, and what makes your sleep different. You want to keep track of this for at least 2 weeks so you can see really how food affects you and if you want to change up some of your habits. Finally, this is how diet affects energy levels. So the amount and time of day people eat food changes their energy levels. I'm sure that you have had an experience where you go to a buffet or you eat a bunch of food at home and you get really tired afterwards. And I'm sure you've also had the experience where you eat a good meal that doesn't get you completely full and you have a lot of energy because you're not bogged down by all that weight in your stomach from the food that you ate. So it changes for each person though, depending on who you are, how active you are. It's important for you to find out what works best for you. For this step, I want you to take a poll of your friends and family. You can call up friends, ask people in your house, 5 questions about when they feel most energetic and how it relates to when and what they have eaten. Then you're going to ask yourself those same questions to try to get down to see when you eat food and how it affects your energy. So maybe you can eat food when you can be the most energetic, and maybe you'll eat a different amount of food throughout the day. A lot of people have different ways that this affects them, so they will eat 3 big meals a day, and that works just great for them. That's kind of what we're generally taught. Some people, that doesn't work for them. They need more food throughout the day, so they eat 6 smaller meals to keep that energy going. It really just depends on who you are as a person, so you just need to figure that out for yourself. Now that you've completed all the steps, congratulations, you've earned your Eating For You badge. This is probably the most important part, is after you've earned your badge to continue with these habits that you have learned and to continue working on them each and every day. You don't need to make huge lifestyle changes, but adding in a few fruits or more vegetables, drinking a few more glasses of water, or getting a few more hours of sleep per night can really get you feeling better and healthier and happier. So make sure to share what you have learned with your leader so that you can show her that you have earned this badge. Congratulations for all your hard work.